It's Saturday morning. I'm tired. We checked out of our Airbnb this morning. So we are finally at work. I figured I'd actually check in again because it's so cute here. We are at Greenpoint Terminal Market and we have the cutest little view of Manhattan and the water and all the things. So we are doing an event for NYU students. So we're waiting for the students to arrive and this is what we'll be doing all day until we check into our new Airbnb. Just to give you some context, I came out here to manage a marketing program for a sparkling water brand where we popped up at events and sampled in the streets of New York City. I am so very grateful to my friend Tia, who flew out here from Seattle, and my little sister, who flew out here from Vegas, to help me with this program. I couldn't have done it without those two ladies, and I am feeling very grateful for the opportunity to come out here and work and really experience New York in a way that I haven't before. Today is Tuesday. Whew, it has been a morning. So with this program, I had a company vehicle that I had to take today to get unwrapped because it's branded. So out of breath from the stairs. I'm in like deep Brooklyn. I actually don't know what area of Brooklyn I'm in. I could look it up, but I just know that I'm kind of deep. And decided to take the train to the Lower East Side and work out of a coffee shop. It's 9:15 right now and the truck isn't going to be available, or like ready rather, until 4. So I figure I have quite a bit of time to go be productive. And the train was like the same distance to this other coffee shop that I really wanted to go to in Brooklyn, but I'm like rather be in Manhattan. So yeah, I am just waiting for the train and then I'm gonna go work out of this coffee shop. I think I'm gonna go to Ludlow Coffee Supply. It like came up on my maps yesterday and I was like, that could be cool. And then maybe hit a workout class. Like my computer doesn't stay charged forever. So I might do P-Volve today or Pilates class, which would be like, P-Volve's like kind of in that area. The Pilates class I like to take isn't, but it's not very far. So yeah, that's kind of our day. Have a small to-do list and then kind of just want to work on fun, creative things. So that's what we're doing. I am exhausted. I can't even tell you. I'm making the rest of my rigatoni from Brooklyn Fare. There's not a lot left, which I'm really bummed about because I thought that there was gonna be a little bit more than that, and I'm starving now, so what can you do? Okay, so obviously I went to Ludlow Coffee. It's so cute there. I was just not expecting it to be so crazy, and unfortunately they have a door that like slams shut. So anyways, I ended up doing a few things and like working on this video until my computer died, and then I moved on. It was cute. I would definitely go again, but I don't know if I would go to work there just because it's kind of distracting. And then I was like, well, I have been wanting to go back to the Real because when my sister and I were there, their payment system went down. So I couldn't get what I wanted to get, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So I went back, that's in Soho, and I'm glad that I did because I got my stuff, which I'll show you now. Okay, so not the most exciting thing, guys, but I'm just trying to keep it real on here. I got some skincare. I don't know if anybody is familiar with the Nuco, but my friend in Seattle, April, actually introduced me to them. So my Kate Somerville face wash is like finally almost out. Back in the day, like during COVID times, I stocked up on stuff because as we all know, it was hard to get stuff. And so I've been like living off of my Kate Somerville face wash, but I've had that since I lived in LA, not that specific bottle, but that's what I've been using. And my friend April got a free sample or free samples of the the pill, and I started using it. And then obviously they have a face wash as well, which I've also used, and it's like a gel, which I really like. And so yeah, I was like, this is nice. Just even going to the RealReal in general, I saw it when we were walking around one day and I was like, oh, that's fun. And then didn't even realize that they sold Nuco, so it's just been exciting times over here. Last thing I'm gonna say about it is they're doing 30% off on skincare, so I thought that was also cool and good timing. I don't know if they were having that sale when I was there last time or not. After I left the RealReal, I was hoping to take a P-Volve class, and that didn't happen because their next class was at 5 p.m. So I went back to my Pilates place. I showed it in my last vlog, so I didn't really film this one. Plus my sister wasn't with me, which is who filmed the last one. Anyways, at that point, my phone was like really dying. I think it was under 20%, and they had a charger there that didn't work. So that was kind of the stressful part about the rest of my day. But took the class with a new instructor. It was great. I mean, I'm wiped out at this very moment, and not like sore from that, but since I just started vlogging again, I'll share that I have something going on with my shoulder and I don't really know what, and it's been for like quite some time. I was going to physical therapy. They told me I had tendinitis, but the stretching never changed it, and then it just got worse. So I do have a doc appointment here next Monday. Today is Tuesday, so less than a week, and I am gonna bring it up because obviously it's getting worse and that's scary. So in case I ever complain about being sore again in my vlogs, that is what I mean. Anyways, I ended the class. It was like 45-minute class, and then I had time to kill before I had to go back and pick up our company vehicle. So my plan was to go back to the coffee shop that was also in my last vlog because it's so cute there, but all the tables were taken. So I was like, well, I don't want to wait around for a table because I was actually going to show you guys what I got sooner. And yeah, I was like, okay, whatever, I'm going to maybe try to go find a smoothie. Like, I had a phone that was dying, so I didn't want to look anything up. I just looked up where the train was gonna be, and then I walked in that direction, and I ran into this restaurant that I actually have a photo of on my phone that I've wanted to try because we go to that neighborhood, the East Village, quite a bit, especially for this Pilates class. And I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but it's plant-based Mexican food. And I was so excited, but I really didn't love it, so I didn't film anything for you guys. Like, I started to film, and then when I had the tacos, I was like, bummer, it's not so good. At least for me. So I ordered jackfruit tacos, and I think I've been spoiled living in LA for 6 years, even though that was literally 2 years ago since I've left LA. But I am still hooked on the jackfruit tacos at Sage. Oh, I miss Sage. Oh my God, just nobody else does it like them. I have ordered many jackfruit tacos and nobody does it like Sage. So not to say I was disappointed, I needed to eat. Like, I start walking and I'm like, whoa, I don't feel good. Like, I need to eat something. So I'm glad I ate, because at that point it was like 2:30 p.m. I had breakfast when I left our Airbnb at 8 a.m. and no snacks in between other than my tea at Ludlow, but I was definitely ready to eat. So that's what I did, and then I hopped on the train, nearly fell asleep. It was like a long train ride because, like I said, the truck is like deep Brooklyn. So I think it was a combination of like my class. I didn't get very good night's sleep last night, I think because I had caffeine late into the night with Tia, and like 8 or 9, or probably not 9, I think it was more like 7, but still, like, I got minimal sleep last night. So I'm exhausted, and then the class was obviously like challenging. That's why I like going there. And then digesting my food. So I was like ready to go to bed. Got there early and it was ready. So I feel very happy about that. And tomorrow is literally my last day. My sister's helping me out, and then we drop the truck off at a rental place and the program is over. And this is what I love about project-based jobs. Speaking of, I do want to do like a proper work-life update, because I kind of already did like a life update, even though, I mean, there wasn't like a ton of updates, but I hope it was like insightful for anybody out there that actually cares. Work-life update, also kind of the same vibe, where it's like, I don't really know what to tell you guys other than what I've already said, which is like, I'm still very much interested in doing real estate, and I am going to be listing my mom's house when I get back to Seattle. So stay tuned for those vlogs. But in terms of what's next, like, I don't know yet. And I don't really want to do a full update until I know what direction I'm going in. Essentially, I'm battling with either going back to freelance freelancing and still pursuing real estate, but like freelancing, marketing on the side. And the other part of me is like, I'm interviewing with one company about a full-time remote position. So they are kind of dragging their feet, and I still look for opportunities, which means I'm still open to full-time, but if I'm being honest, like, I don't really want to work for anybody again. Wouldn't that be nice? So we'll see. I will update once there's like a real update, but that is my mini update, and that is the path that I am potentially going down. So teaser for the next vlog, I am officially moving out of my Seattle apartment, which is very exciting and a big reason that I am considering freelancing, because I will be rent-free, which is great, obviously. I have a good friend of mine in Seattle who got approved to take over my lease. So I came home once my phone was charged, and I disconnected my Wi-Fi, disconnected my utilities. And then her and I are gonna meet up at the apartment 10 a.m. on Saturday, so you'll probably see her in the next vlog. And we're gonna move majority of my stuff out. She just wants to use my mirror and my vacuum until my mom's house sells. And then pretty much then the whole crew, aka my family, goes to Vegas, which is where my sister lives, which I've mentioned in this vlog. So I feel like there's so many exciting things to talk about, but like nothing is like super set in stone yet, so I don't want to talk about anything in too much detail. But I am definitely emotional about leaving New York, so I'm actually really excited to go home and be like busy AF, you know what I mean? Not only with like moving out of my apartment, but listing my mom's house, which I'm co-listing with another very experienced broker. And I need to finish school. I'm in school. I don't think I've announced that on the vlog, so I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I need to finish school by by November. I was gonna say by next month, but it's not October yet, so by November. And yeah, just kind of work on whatever this freelance thing is in my head, inspired by my friend Sick, so shout out, thank you for always opening up about your journey. I freelanced for many years, so I know how tough it can be in terms of stability. I'm excited because I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't know if that's real excitement or just anxiety. Maybe a little bit of both. But most importantly, trusting the universe and just having faith that like it is going to work out. I do a lot on my end to be able to feel like I can comfortably have faith, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like waiting for life to happen. And I've been feeling like I haven't wanted to work with somebody, like work for somebody again for like all year. It's the whole reason I got into real estate. But real estate's tricky, as you guys can imagine. So I had to work for people, and then I got burnt out, which I mentioned that in my last vlog. That was part of my life update. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey, but what I will say, and I kind of already said this in my last vlog, I really feel like myself again. And even though I don't know what's going on next, kind of feels like I have my old life back. And maybe that's something I liked about my life before, is that I did work on project-based things. I was a freelancer, and even though the money wasn't always great, I was free. All of this to say, and I will repeat this again when I actually talk about like what I end up doing, don't take advice from me. Everybody's life situation is very different. Not paying rent is a big reason that I am considering this. If I continued to pay, you know, almost $1,700 in Seattle, now that I don't have parking, it's about $1,700 after utilities, I would not consider freelancing again. But because I'm gonna go lease free and I don't know for how long, I'm really like open to a lot of possibilities. So that's where I'm gonna end that preview. Time to eat and watch Vampire Diaries, and I really don't know how much longer I can stay up. If you made it to the end of this, I love you, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.